Hello and welcome to the Stephen Leeson Show, here with you live from the Scientology Community Centre in Dublin. Tonight you're in for a real treat, folks, as we have two incredible performers, each with a wealth of homegrown talents, which includes singing, acting, theatre performance, script writing and music production. First up, Barbara Galvin, an award-winning singer and one of Dublin's best-kept secrets. Her voice has a warmth and soul not often heard in a classical singer. She's played numerous leading roles in musical theatres at venues such as the National Concert Hall, the Olympia Theatre, Theatre Royal Waterford, the Gaiety and the Cork Opera House, and has fronted many charity concerts throughout Ireland. As a classically trained soprano, she once even sang with Andrea Bocelli. Wow, that's something else. Her real passion lies in musical theatre, where she loves taking her audience on magical story rides, for which she has many credits, and currently Barbara is working on her brand new show called Songbird, the music of Eva Cassidy, which will tour in theatres and venues around Ireland next year. So that's one to look out for. She's with us tonight and will include songs from the show. It's my pleasure to introduce Barbara Galvin.
Next one, everybody knows, and they knew it first from Sting, but Sting himself even said to the producer, David Foster, listen to this, it's the best recording there is of my song, even better than his own. So it's Fields of Gold.
Ooh.
among the fields of barley, and you can tell the sun in its jealous sky when we walked in fields of gold. So she took her love for to gaze a while among the fields of barley. In his arms she fell as her hair came down among the fields of gold. Will you stay with me? Will you be my love among the fields of barley? And you can tell the sun in its jealous sky when we walked in fields of gold. I never made promises lightly, and there have been some that I've broken, but I swear in the days still left, we will walk in fields of gold. We will walk in fields of gold. Many years have passed since those summer days among the fields of barley. See the children run as the sun goes down, as you lie in fields of gold. You'll remember me when the west wind moves among the fields of barley, and you can tell the sun in his jealous sky when we walked in fields of gold. When we walked in fields of gold. When we walked in fields of gold. Thank you guys. So next one, it's a flick around, isn't it? Autumn leaves, yeah. So our next one, I love this. It's a song that's around forever, as far as I can see. But I love this because when Eva Cassidy was in Blues Alley gigging, they were doing a live gig and recording that night. There's not many recordings of her singing, but she did this. And one of my favourite parts, no pressure, Podge, but was the piano player was told, just do an instrumental, whatever comes out, and it was magic. So Podge is going to reenact that tonight as well, with his own little twist on it. So Autumn Leaves. The falling leaves most of all, my darling, when autumn leaves start to fall, I miss you most of all, my darling, when autumn leaves start to Oh, sorry, guitar change. My bad, as they say. All good. Wayfaring stranger. I am a poor wayfaring stranger, while journeying through this world of woe. And there's no sickness, no toil, nor danger in that bright land to which I go. I'm going there to see my father. I'm going there, no more to roam. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going home. I know dark clouds will gather around me. I know my way is rough and steep, and beautiful fields lie just before me, where God's redeemed the vigils keep. I'm going there to see my father. I'm going there, no more to roam. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going home. I'm going there to see my mother. I'm going there, no more to roam. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going home. I want to wear that crown of glory when I get home to that good land. When I want to shout, salvation save me, in concert with the blood-washed band. I'm going there to see my father. I'm going there, oh, no more to roam. I'm only going over Jordan. Well, I'm only going home. Well, I'm only going home. I'm only going home.
There we have it. Barbara Galvin, absolutely fantastic singing, and the backing is absolutely amazing. And I want to find out a little bit more about that. And what a great song, Wayfaring Stranger. If I'm right, that's even like an old Appalachian song. I'm not sure. Maybe, Barbara, you'll be able to fill me more about Wayfaring Stranger, the history of it.
I haven't a clue.
Yeah, but it's recorded by so many people. But thanks for being here, by the way. Like, it's brilliant.
Thank you. It's a joy to be here.
The
Sure, I'm only
music,
local.
the music that's behind it is brilliant as well. Like,
Oh my goodness, you see, that's when you raise your game, isn't it?
I'm telling you.
You're only as good as the lads around you.
Yeah, I recognise one of the lads who's been here before.
Yeah, Kevin, he's outstanding, isn't he? Yeah, it's brilliant.
Brilliant.
And listen, when you've got him there beside you to catch you, it's just brilliant. It just drives you on. They're fantastic. And Podge is just outstanding. So I'm blessed, very, very lucky.
When did you meet them? Sorry, I couldn't help but ask.
About a half an hour ago. Podge and myself are newlyweds. I know, we've only met. But I knew I was in safe hands because, listen, he knows the music inside out. I know it pretty much inside out, bar one or two that are kind of new to me as well, that I haven't done before. The last one being it. But, and no, Kevin, I know Kevin a while. So we've done a few things together, myself and Kevin.
Okay.
So.
When did the idea come of Eva Cassidy?
Of Eva Cassidy?
Yeah, 'cause you're doing
do you know what?
job.
I'm out singing every day of the week because my day job basically is singing at church services, so funerals, weddings. So really, honestly, when I first, like everybody else, Eva Cassidy, I heard when around 2000. So she passed in 96, and it was around 98 before anybody really heard her music, when Terry Wogan, famously on BBC, it kind of got to him, and they went, God, if you get it played, and once it was played, that was it. You know, the floodgates were open, everybody wanted to know who the singer was. So I've been singing that stuff for a long time, from when Songbird first came out, around 98, 2000. So I've been singing that, and then and people would say to me a lot of times when I'm singing at services, do you mind me saying, you sound a bit like Eva Cassidy? That's a massive compliment.
Yeah.
I know, I'll take that, you know. And but her stuff sits very nicely for me. Although I trained classically and would sing other stuff, but her stuff just sits lovely. But as I said to you before, I'm all about the lyrics, you know, before anything, before any melody, before any tuning, before anything. And I just, if it gets you there, you know, so I was sold.
Telling the story, like, yeah.
Telling the story. So I was sold as soon as I heard her. I thought, this is exceptional. But she was an exceptional arranger. So really, but to answer your question, which I thought I told you I'd do this. But I can't believe I remembered what the question was. When did the idea of Eva Cassidy? So really, like I've always loved it, but really only in the last few years, I thought, you know what, I'm doing this all the time. I'd love to do the story of Eva Cassidy, because people, when they think of Eva Cassidy, they think of Over the Rainbow, obviously, Fields of Gold, but they don't really know all the jazz and blues stuff that she did, and that's where she was in her element. So there's a lot of upbeat stuff as well that she does. So I thought, there's a whole show in this, you know, and you find yourself going, there's another 30 songs there I wish I could fit in. There's so much. So
it's nice to hear like the intros and like the stories even about her, like you were saying about Sting, mentioning one of his songs.
Yeah,
like,
that's it. Like, you know, David Foster, the producer who produces everybody, like, I know he always name drops anyway, but when he was saying, Sting came to him and said, you've got to listen to this. This is the version of Fields of Gold. You know, and as well, what I believe, and I'm sure lots of people around the world, Judy Garland, Over the Rainbow. I mean, you think you had a classic like that, and there's nothing, you'd be afraid of your life to touch that. And she took it on, and what she did with it, like, it's phenomenal where she went. She kind of keeps some semblance of the melody in it, but she goes to places and you guess all the time going, I know she's going to resolve this here, I know where she's going to go. You never do, but it's phenomenal, and it's, in my mind, better than the original.
Yeah, and come here, give me a bit of your own history, actually, because I don't know. I have to dig a little bit
I
deeper
was born
and find out about you. No,
not too long ago, in the 90s.
Just
so
like winning awards and stuff
well,
like that.
I suppose where it started for me was singing in the church. So from a young age in school, you're singing and you're in the choir, which I've always said to anybody or any young singers out there starting off, if you can get into a choir, to learn your craft, it is the best way you'll ever learn to be a singer. Even no matter what you're going into, whether it's pop or rock, if you sing in a choir, that will set you well for going forward. So I started, of course, singing in school in the choir, and then further on you're in folk groups. And what was your question again? Where did it start
okay,
for me?
Keep going. I'm just asking your background.
No,
so
my
you can
background.
Keep
It's my background. So anyway, back in the 80s, I just really wanted to get my voice trained. I knew there was a voice there, and I was like, oh, I really want to get my voice trained. But my family were more concerned with getting food on the table than paying for singing lessons. Let's be fair, it was the early 80s. It was like notions getting your voice trained, not like now with every second child in a stage school. So I was actually quite late. I only started to get my voice trained when I could afford to pay for it myself. So after my first job, then I started.
Like when you said to me earlier, when you were getting more than beans on toast in the 80s.
When I was getting more than beans and toast, you're looking to get your beans and toast and alone a singing lesson. Who do you think you are? So and that's when I started kind of going in and then doing competitions. So I was late to it. I wasn't like your 12 or 13-year-old in the Fesh Kjol doing your competitions. So I was late coming into it. But in ways, I actually think it stood me well, because I always, as I said before, I'm lucky that I'm very busy, that I kind of do a bit of everything. But from the day I started training, I went into the teacher going, I don't want to be one of these singers who only can, and do big classical stuff. I want to be able to.
Capable of doing it.
Yeah, and I love doing it. I absolutely love singing classical. Give me whatever. I adore singing it. But I don't like when somebody who is classically trained turns around and sings a folk song in a classically trained voice.
Okay.
I just think that, so I always wanted to have that crossover, that I could very easily relax into it. So I that was always in the back of my head. You're not going to be that. You won't get me. You won't break me.
Okay, yeah. I suppose, you're kind of right. It does happen.
But it does, because you can get someone then turning around and singing, and they just have that soft palate lifted and all the technique. It's great to have the technique as in the breathing and the diaphragm, all that stuff that goes with it, but you need to have that kind of relax. So you kind of go, she sounds like she's trained, as in, she's consistent in that, but doesn't sound classical. Look at me blowing my own trumpet. I am fabulous.
I agree.
That's all I'm short of saying.
Kenneth agrees.
I think they all.
You've played like the National Concert Hall, the Olympia, the
great
Gaiety.
places.
Like, how did
but
you
first
end up
time
in these
here.
places? Like,
and can I just say, this is nicer than any of them. This is fabulous. The sound here. Oh, listen, it's absolutely sure. You might as well be in the concert hall as be here. This is magnificent. I played them all, playing musical theatre.
You just walked in. That means you're definitely coming back.
That's me. I'm done, like sold. No, so I've done them all, as I say, played leading lady in musical theatre, which I absolutely love.
When did you get into theatre?
Into theatre, so now that would have been like when you're a kid as well, and you're kicked after your beans on toast.
Okay.
What else can we do? Get them up to the community centre and do a local show. Get 2 hours away from the parents with 10 kids. No, there's only 5. But no, so that would have been just doing your local shows, and as well in school, in all-girls school, playing. I was only saying to someone, to my little boy last week, he couldn't believe when I said to him, no, the first part I played was a boy, and he was going, no way. And I'm going, it was an all-girls school playing The Artful Dodger and Oliver. But so that's where theatre started. I did kind of go down the road of that in my very early 20s, going over to London, being auditioned, being brought back, paid for you to come back again. But you just have to have that animal drive that I don't have for that world. I'm driven with music. I love what I do, but to go in, audition day in, day out, no, next, I wouldn't. You have to have a thick skin for that.
Well, you've done some of it, have you?
I have done some. No, I would do, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I would have, and there's parts I got as well.
Yeah.
But no, that kind of, it wasn't for me. I love doing it. I love doing it in concert. I love standing up.
The closest to theatre I ever get is I remember a kid's play that I was in. I was a tree.
I thought you were going to say the closest theatre you ever got was an operating theatre, getting your appendix removed.
Maybe that. That's as close as well. That's a good answer, yeah.
No, there you go.
And there was several plays you were in then with the theatres.
Oh, there was. Oh, no, I would have. Like, I know there is a list. Okay, the usual when you're a soprano and people go boom, and those shows like the Oklahoma, the Laurie in Oklahoma, and all those, and your carousels and all those kind of ones. God, I can't. It seems so long ago. My favourite one, people know who, if anyone is tuned in that knows me, would be The Hired Man. You probably won't know it. Melvin Bragg wrote it. A beautiful story, but it's like a play with songs in it because it just rips you apart. See, I love the dark things. I'm not really into the big glitzy, no business like show. I'm not really. I love them, but I just love I love a bit of grit, and and. If you can get them crying, Stephen.
That's like I went to see the Glenn Hansard one. Do you remember he had one of those shows? I
that was beautiful. Once.
Once. That was. I never get time because obviously being in the entertainment business, that's the problem with getting to see anybody else.
Then you don't get out to see a show
Now, come here. I have to ask you, how did you end up with playing with Andrea Bocelli?
How did Andrea Bocelli end up singing with me is what you want to know.
Sorry, I rephrased the question.
People ask him that when he's interviewed. So tell me, Andrea, how did you manage to sing with Barbara? It was pretty fluky. I'm not going to stand here and go, because I'm the best. I was, one Monday evening, I think I was sitting in my bed watching TV, and the phone rang, and someone said to me, Barbara, a friend of mine, Jenny, said, what are you doing on Friday? And I was like, oh God, Friday, it's Monday, I don't know. And then I went, Thursday I'm going to see Andrea Bocelli in the O2, and Friday I said, no, I'm free on Friday, I'm not doing anything. Why? And she went, well, do you want to sing with him on Friday? And I was like, oh my God. So it was just mental. There was a few of us
just out of nowhere,
out of nowhere, a few of us backing him, and but he was just gorgeous. So it was mad because I was watching him one night, and then the next night I was standing next to him going, oh my God, I'm about to go out and sing. So yeah, it was an absolute, because I'm a huge fan of his. He's just magnificent. So yeah, that was definitely a highlight.
I was just going to say that has to be one
it
of
has
the biggest highlights.
It's a great name drop as well.
Ever. Like, of course this isn't it? You have to keep contacting us.
No conversation at the bus stop. Say to someone, I did sing with Andrea Bocelli, but it is quite cold out today.
Oh well, it's unbelievable.
Yeah,
and
so
we had your other half was on this show before as well, with Ken, with the rock tenors.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't expecting. That's the first time I met you, and I didn't realise at the time. You never told me you were even a singer back then.
No. And well, the rock tenors are fantastic, aren't they? I mean, the guys, and when you have and Kevin in that as well, so that's a brilliant thing that they put together themselves. Well, no, it was Kenneth who put it all together, but yeah, they're fantastic. I mean, there's some voices.
Ken gave me €50 before I came
on.
Did
he? Yeah, just say, will you do a name drop on the rock tenors? I know it's Barbara's gig. Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
I know it's Barbara's gig, but yeah, absolutely. But
come here, tell us about the show. You're planning on the show. It's going to be
when the show had been planned for last year. Of course,
probably, yeah.
So, and it's so hard now even to get into theatres because now you've got the backlog. So when you're trying to get your dates in, it's like that date's gone, and then people are nervous as well, taking bookings, cancelling bookings. So I really, really hope that it will. Like I'm hoping to go all around the country with it because I just think there's a love there for this music. There's a love for live music, guys like that, that talent, and just the way the show will be put it's not going to be all the sadness of her life, and then at 33 she sadly passed, and that it will just it will honour the woman as well. And the second act, the show will be. It would be like being in Blues Alley, where they recorded and where they had all their gigs, like a jazz club. So it will literally be like going into. I'm not trying to be Eva Cassidy by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not trying to sing like her, look like her, sound like her. But I just want to bring her music and her arrangements. Mm-hmm. It's nice if people kind of go, there was a little similarity there. That's nice, but I will stay as true to her arrangements as possible. I don't want to put my own spin on it.
Good, yeah.
But I'm not trying to be her.
Yeah, that's
if you
completely understandable, of course.
Just trying to honour what she did.
You're telling the story of her
telling the story of her, and
listen
to all those arrangements. That's what she did.
Have you got the lineup? Is there the band, or have you got exactly? Well,
I'm hoping the two that are on stage me tonight.
Oh yeah, well I tell you the
but they've yet to get a contract, So yeah, and when you hear that tonight, you realise it actually sounds great with just piano and guitar. Like what the guys can do. But yeah, probably 5-piece. You'll have bass and you'll have drums and that as well. So.
Okay, Ken will be managing, will he?
No.
That was very solid. No. So have you got a date set that you're hoping to start?
No, don't have dates.
You're planning to start.
We'd really hope April. We'd really hope April.
No, you're hoping April.
Yeah,
okay,
hoping April.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah,
for people to.
And people are just dying to get back out there. Well, my website anyway is. Well, I'm after forgetting my website. Barbara Galvin singer. Barbara Galvin singer. There you go. Check with Barbara Galvin. You'll find me there somewhere. You know.
You're going to sing another few songs for us. What are you
Another
going to do?
few songs,
3 songs, 4 songs?
yeah.
What are you going to do now?
I've another 4 actually, I think.
You're going to do another 4 songs?
Don't worry, I'll race through them. I'll bring up the tempo.
Don't race through them at all. Don't race through them at all.
No, some lovely ones coming up, and of course, I have to finish the night with Over the Rainbow. So that'll be my fun, because it's just, you know, it's so close to my heart. I absolutely love singing it. So, and you couldn't do an Eva Cassidy night without having Over the Rainbow.
Really
so a few of them there, yeah. So I hope you like it.
People find you on obviously Facebook, the social media pages.
Facebook, social media, Instagram as well, yeah. Barbara Galvin singer, they'll find me.
They'll
so
find you.
Yeah.
Look, it's a pleasure. Thank you very much for coming on. I'm looking forward to hearing this.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you.
There you go. Thanks a million. So there we go. That's Barbara. Lovely person, and what a singer! It's just unbelievable to hear the Eva Cassidy songs and to do the arrangement that she's doing to try and keep it like that. It's super. So I'm looking forward to hear the next few songs. She's going to do another 4 songs, she said, for us. So here we go. Back over to Barbara.
That young girl dressed in red, wade in the water. Must be the children that Moses led, and God's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. Trouble the water. Who's that young girl dressed in white? Wade in the water. Must be the children of Israelites, and God's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water, and God's gonna trouble the water. Young girl dressed in blue, wade in the water. Must be the children that's coming through, and God's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water, now wade in the water, children, wade in the water, and God's gonna trouble the water. If you don't believe I've been redeemed, now wade in the water. Just see the Holy Ghost looking for me, and God's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water, now wade in the water, children, wade in the water, and God's gonna trouble the water.
Thank you. Going to do Songbird now. Originally Fleetwood Mac, but again, Eva did her wonderful work and arrangements on it. So, hope you like this one.
Songbirds keep singing like they know the score. And I love you, I love you, I love you like never before, like never before, like never before. Midnights in winter, dark glowing fire lights up your face in orange and gold. I see your sweet smile shine through the darkness. Each line is etched in my memory, 'cause I know you by heart. Mornings in April, sharing our secrets, we'd walk down roads of orange and gold. I hear your laughter, I see your sweet
final one for the night then. Thank you so much to everybody who has listened in. And of course, as I said to Stephen, Over the Rainbow, Eva Cassidy, night wouldn't be complete without. Thank you.
Behind me.
Thank you.
That's here for Barbara Galvin. Wow, unbelievable singer. And don't forget to follow Barbara's Facebook pages, her Instagram, social media, and keep up to date. And you'll find out when she does her Eva Cassidy show. Now, my next guest is a multi-talented young lady from Blanchardstown in Dublin. She began singing with the National Children's Choir, Cork Opera House, and sang at many prestigious venues. She even accompanied Westlife. Ciara then joined the Adele King Theatre School, playing lead roles in musicals at the Olympia Theatre. Jeez, I'm getting tongue-tied. As a member of the Leinster Singers, she has sang for many worthy causes and charitable events. Ciara then turned to acting, and over the years has appeared in Fair City and several films, one of which she produced herself, and it's streamed on Netflix and Amazon. Ciara has also written, produced and starred in her own short film which toured the Irish festival circuit. She's even met the brilliant Frank Allen and Jim Connolly and was invited to sing at the 1916 Easter Rising commemoration services, and her last performance of note was singing in the National Concert Hall in front of our President, Michael D. Higgins. During the pandemic, Ciara kept busy and wrote a tribute entitled Gone. It's on all streaming platforms, with all proceeds going to charity. And her current activities include starring on RTE's Last Singer Standing, forming a piano-playing duo, and is now working on her new single, which she's going to tell us all about. She's here beside me now. Welcome, Ciara Rose. How
Hi,
are
Stephen.
you?
That was a mouthful, Stephen.
What's going on with me? My
Who
tongue
wrote
is
that rubbish?
not working at all. Thanks for coming along.
Thanks for having me.
You're becoming somewhat of a celebrity with you being
God,
on RTE these days, like, you know.
I wouldn't say that. Just, Stephen, before we go on, I just wanted to say it was a hard act to follow. Now, Barbara, she was amazing.
Wasn't she? She was something else, like, you
Amazing.
know, yeah.
Can't wait to see that show.
Yeah,
Anyways.
I look forward to it. No, brilliant. Like, so this will be a breeze for you to be on this show with you're on national television at the minute, like, you know. Give us a little bit about your background before we talk about maybe the show later.
Yeah, of course. I'm from Blanchardstown, and a teacher in my primary school took a shine to me, thank God. And she thought I had a great voice, and she told me to apply for the National Children's Choir, Cork Opera House, and
that's the one I got tongue-tied with, isn't it?
Yeah, so I auditioned in the RT studios. My mum and I went over on 2 buses, and thousands of children auditioned, and I got in. A little girl from Blanchardstown.
Yeah.
And we're trained there. We used to sing on the morning show. We sang in the Point at the Nutcracker. The Point, what's it called now? The 3 Arena, is it?
Yeah.
Then we sang with Westlife, and we did our oohs and ahs, and you know, it was just amazing.
But that's cool, because even Barbara was saying earlier, like, you know, to start in a choir at a young age, that's like really learning the ropes for harmonies and this, that.
Definitely. And we had the best in the country, which was amazing. We trained twice a week. It was a huge commitment, and especially for my mum, in the hail, rain and snow over on the bus.
Back and forward.
But yeah, it was just amazing. I think I was only like 12 or something, and I was like going into school, I'm singing Westlife, and everyone was like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, tell us about the Westlife. You ended up singing with Westlife, yeah?
Yeah, that was through the choir as well. Gosh, it was 20 years ago now.
That's some experience, though, isn't it, to do that? Like,
and now they're back again, and so am I, so we're going grand.
You can name drop Westlife and say you were singing with Westlife at any time, because it's the truth, isn't it? Like, the Adele King Theatre?
Yeah, I then went on, joined Twink, as she better known. Amazing, just great crack it was. Just loved it. She's just so encouraging, and she was just great to be around. She had great energy, and I played lead roles in her panto shows. I was playing Fifel in American Tail, you know, the little mouse somewhere out there. You know that one?
Right, yeah.
But yeah, amazing experiences as well, but just helped shape me, you know.
And is that what you kind of got turned to the acting as well? Like, you know,
yeah. And then I kept going with the acting, and joined, you know, all kind of part-time acting schools like Mary Murray, and I done one in the Abbey, and you know, all that stuff, and I loved that as well. I kind of put my hand in everything.
That's the way to do it in the entertainment business. Like, did I hear you say earlier that you were in Fair City as well at one stage?
I did a little small stint, and I caused a bit of trouble. I even got arrested.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Hopefully I don't look like that now, but yeah, it was a great experience. It kind of gave me the love for I looked at the set and I was like, I could do this. So I'd love to do my own. You know, I always put my hand to things and I'll follow them through and I'll make sure I do them, you know. So from there I wrote a script and then produced my own short.
But come here, just before you go on to being the bad guy, like a lot of people, like actors that I've talked to, or actors that have talked to, they're saying like the best part that they want to be is the bad guy, because it's just like sack them something different.
It was very typecasting because no offense to RT, but just because I'm from Blanchardstown, so you know Blanchardstown doesn't always get a great rep, so it was like I was playing How You Was Story.
All right, okay,
yeah, and I got arrested for robbing the charity. And there's me writing a charity single.
I was just going to say,
robbing the money again.
Doing the opposite. I hope not.
I'm joking. Yeah.
Right, you're going to say producing your own stuff, like Netflix and Amazon. How did that end up happening?
I just got lucky. I put an ad out, you know, on these acting and I used Gumtree, I think it was like the acting forum, and I put up, I said, I wrote a film, would anyone be interested in helping? And these two guys wrote back and were like, yeah, we moved to Ireland, we're really interested. And we've now become best of friends, and they've opened a studio in Hollywood, but they lived in Sheriff Street in a little flat, and I helped them with their stuff, and they helped me with mine, and we went on to make a feature movie.
And this was just your own idea, and these two guys, you said to me earlier, actually said two guys with trench coats.
Yeah, oh my God, yeah, it was so funny when I met up with them. I brought my friend because I was afraid. I was like, these two men, I don't know. And they turned up in long trench coats, and I was like, I'm going to be murdered. But thankfully, thankfully, they were actually the coolest guys, and they helped me with the short film, and we toured it through the circuits, and we're in the Corona Film Festival in Cork, and all. It was amazing just to see your own work on the...
How do you get that work on the likes? I don't have a clue, like I'm clueless of the Amazon and Netflix. How do you get this process?
So
you have to go
of course, you see, you have to go and put a whole, you know, pack together and, you know, do a presentation for distributors and stuff, and thankfully we got a UK distributor and an American one. It was like Netflix worldwide. I remember I was in LA 2 years ago, and it's still on the shelves in Walmart. I'm like, oh, there's my film. I'm just going around to everyone, hey, there's my film.
I hope we're getting some royalties from it.
Oh, tiny cent, I'd say, because when it's your first, you usually sell it for everything,
for that. That's it. That's what happens,
But yeah, it's still on Amazon in the UK and America. I don't know. I wouldn't watch it now because
not everybody can say they're on Netflix and Amazon. It's not like your typical thing to say, like, oh yeah, I have something on Netflix and Amazon.
I know, years later as well. But yeah, we had the time of our lives. We shot it in Roscommon. And we had a crew, a multicultural crew from all over the world. Like, it was just amazing, just the talent even on it. So hence why it was picked up by Amazon and stuff, you know.
Because you might go back and produce something else then and have it on, you know.
Yeah, so I produced something there recently, just a small thing for the Ireland Institute. They're great supporters of mine, Pierce House, the house where Porrick was born. So I done a small piece of music and acting and with friends from LA. They came over and they helped me shoot it, so I'm nearly finished that. So I want to put it out and hopefully raise some funds for the house.
That's something to look forward to then.
Yeah, please God.
Now, I have to ask you about Frank Allen and Jim Connolly. Tell me about them and how
they're like my best friends. They're like my two I don't know, I don't want to call them old men because they'll kill me. Like my uncles, I suppose. Yeah, I met them like years ago. 12 years ago, and Jim Connolly definitely took a liking to me because I'd answer him back, you know. He'd be up screaming at us when we were acting in his plays, and I'm like, shut up, Jim. So he loved that. So yeah, we became great friends.
He liked the cheekiness of it, I suppose, yeah. Having the crack, yeah.
And so we became friends, and then he loved my voice. He's been my biggest fan. He got me to sing in the Garden of Remembrance most years with the families in 1916. Then
so you've done that a few times over the years then, have you? Okay, I've seen one YouTube video, as I said, I went looking up obviously to find out about you.
Yeah.
And so how many you've done?
Got a good few years. Like the association, the Families Association, they just ask me then every year because of Jim introducing me, and Prunchias O'Reilly as well asks me to perform at things as well. So I just kind of got in, and it's something, a part of history I'm very passionate about. So, and they enjoy my voice, which is nice, you know.
I'd say it's an honour to be asked to do that.
Definitely.
We've had a couple of people on the show. Actually, did you meet were you in here before? This isn't your first time in here.
This is my first time here.
Oh, it's your first time
here.
here. But
Yeah,
you mentioned that you met Aja before through one of the
Yes,
guys.
I met Aja through, I think it was through Prunchias and Frank as well. I think she heard me sing, and that's why I'm here today. So thanks, Aja.
Okay, thanks to Aja for bringing me along. Yeah, to hear sing. Now, I want to ask you a little bit more about your song "Gone." When did you release that song?
I released it late last year, December last year. It was during COVID. I wrote it. It really is. It's just something from the heart that just poured out of me when I seen one of my mom's neighbours was died of COVID, and we were all lined the streets and we were clapping the coffin, and his daughter got out of the car and we couldn't touch her, we couldn't hug her. It just absolutely broke my heart, just touched me, and I went home and I wrote it, and it's a sad song, but also I hope it touches people, and you know it's.
I think it will. I haven't heard the song yet,
but
it's going to be very sentimental, especially for the poor people that have had someone, a relation or a friend who did pass away during that. Because that was a terrible time.
Terrible, and I wrote it for them specifically, you know. So so it's something very close to my heart. I think when you sing your own songs, it's a different feeling, isn't it? Or like you write something and see it come to life. Is that the first one that
you've released or brought out?
Exactly. Yeah. You know, I never really had the confidence. I was like, I can't do that. And then I just said, I'm getting older, I'm going to try everything. And it was always in me, you know, so hopefully people enjoy it. And I suppose last year it didn't really get much traction because I couldn't perform anywhere, or, you know, so hopefully now or this year people might listen to it.
I often think when you're being a song, I write some songs myself as well, but I remember even the first time letting it out or singing it in front of someone like that, it's kind of like letting your guard down, because you're letting people's, because you have to take the opinion, I suppose, and you don't want people to not like it or something like that, you know. How did you feel doing that? Was that
I actually didn't mind. Do you know what? It was just like such a great release to just put your heart out there or something, you know. Because I think I was bottling up that I can write things, you know, so to put it out there, and the feedback I've gotten so far has been amazing. So if one person even likes it, or, you know, that's all that matters.
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah. Now, I have to ask you about this RTE, this show that you've been doing.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I haven't seen the show yet. I'm terrible. I don't watch much television, you know.
Too busy.
I'm too busy, and music just mad, I suppose. But you're a part of it. It's a music show that's on, isn't it?
It's
a game show, you told me.
It's a game show, yeah. It's just fun. It's absolutely fun, you know. I met so many amazing and talented people on it, and the crew and everyone was just brilliant to work for. I have to say I had a great time. So it's all, you're supposed to be tactical, and you know, you buzz in and out and challenge each other, but we're all very nice to each other. We're all like, oh no, you're amazing, love you. It was very hard to be tactical, you know.
Yeah.
So it's a game of chance, really, if your song comes up or if you're picked.
So how does it work? How does the game work with the songs?
So the system, system picks you out first. So there's 8 contestants, and you're picked at random, and they have to sing a certain amount of songs. So say it was a genre like 2000s and boy bands. So someone has to sing something behind that, and you can only pick one category. So say you picked 2000s, you're stuck with that.
Okay.
So you sing that song, and
were you warned beforehand that you had an idea what was coming up?
No. And then you can pick to challenge someone then. So last week I chose to challenge someone because I seen a song I could sing, but sadly they didn't pick me. So hence why I roll into this tomorrow. Yeah.
Right.
So I tried to challenge because I was like, I could sing that song. And then the judges decide, which is like Joey from NSYNC, Samantha Bumba, and Nadine from Girls Aloud. And they pick that round. And then the next round, your fellow contestants pick the winner. and then the next round, the audience. So it's very hard to get through. Yeah.
Okay, so that is difficult, isn't it?
It is.
Especially like to
It
have
is.
to
No matter what sort of singer you are, to get a song that you love, you know, or that you can perform well through all them categories, you have to.
It's kind of like you do have the words in front of you at least.
Yeah,
I hope,
thank
like,
God. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I'm going to tune in tomorrow night to look at it actually. Well, that was your reunion as well with Nicky Byrne. You played at Westlife.
Exactly, 20
Nicky's in it,
years
isn't it?
ago, he
Yeah.
hasn't changed a bit. But that's why I was like, I know you.
That's brilliant.
He probably doesn't know me. I was like, I wasn't much taller, but you know.
Yeah, I've met him a couple of times over the years. My son played football with his son actually when they played for Shamrock Rovers, but he seems down to earth.
Yeah,
you know,
lovely
great,
fella,
great, great.
really was. Everyone was lovely. Now, I know everyone says that, but I genuinely meant it, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a bit of fun, so I'd tell everyone to tune in and have a bit of laugh.
What are you going to sing for us tonight?
The first song I'm going to sing is...
At least it's planned, I suppose, this time.
Yeah, exactly. And if this goes wrong...
Did I see a post going up? I was just checking out, was it today or yesterday? This is your first kind of live Facebook thing
Yeah,
that you've done as well. So
I've never done this before. Even though I'm going around years, I've always been like, oh no, I know, you know? So, thanks.
No.
But the first time I'm going to sing is Kevin Barry. I sang it in the concert hall for Michael D. Higgins. He said it was the best
That's
version
right,
he
I
ever
meant to
heard.
ask you about that. How did that come about, like, you know?
Yeah, that was another Jim Connolly Heron. He was organising a show and he asked the director, could I be the singer? And I was like singing with horse lips and it was amazing.
That's cool.
Some amazing people on the concert hall that night, and little old me coming down the stairs. But I sang just an a cappella version of Kevin Barry and he loved it, so I've just sang it ever since. It's kind of just a great song.
It's all happening for you. It's brilliant.
We'll see.
I'm looking forward to hearing you perform here live because I get to see it, and I'm going to watch it tomorrow night when you're on the telly as well. I assume, like everybody else, or especially musicians, that you've got your Facebook and you've got your Instagram. Have you got your own website as well, like for people to find you?
I'm not great at self-promotion.
Well, you have to do it
I
here.
have to try it. So, I just have Instagram and Facebook at the moment, but I'm trying that TikTok stuff as well.
I haven't got there yet.
Oh my gosh, I'm too old for that. I'm not even doing the dances. No way.
You might do a dance for us tonight, yeah. We'll get you on TikTok then, yeah? Or someone can.
Yeah, exactly. If someone does it for me.
Brilliant. And for anyone else, if they want to find you on Spotify or anything like that, your song is on that, Gone, it's called, yeah.
And,
so is it Ciara Rose they find
Ciara
it on? Just
Rose,
Ciara Rose on Spotify as well, even
to
find a song.
Yeah.
Have you got a video for that song as well on YouTube?
No, not yet. But there's just a lyric video on YouTube. But it's on the cards. I'm writing another song now as well. So
we'll get the video of you here singing up on YouTube. So at least you'll have one video to find it.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, thanks a million for coming along, and I'm really looking forward to hear you play and sing, all right?
Thanks, Stephen.
Thanks
so much.
There we go, lads. We've got Ciara Rose, well able to talk, fantastic personality, and I'm really looking forward to hear her sing. And I'm going to tune in again tomorrow night to see her perform. So I'm going to hand you over to Ciara. She's going to take the stage for us now and blow us all away, I'd say. Ciara Rose, the stage is yours.
In Mount Choiche one Monday morning, high upon the gallow tree, Kevin Barry gave his young life for the cause of liberty. Just a lad of 18 summers, and still they can't deny, as he walked to death that morning, he proudly held his head up high. Just before he faced the hangman in his dreary prison cell, British soldiers tortured Barry, all because he would not tell all the names of his compadres and other thieves they wished to know, turning for Kevin Barry answered no, calmly standing to attention while he bade his last farewell to his broken-hearted mother, whose sad grief no one could tell. Another martyr for old Ireland, another murder from the crown, whose brutal laws may kill the Irish, but can't keep their spirits down. Lads like Barry are no cowards, from the foe they will not fly. Lads like Barry will free Ireland from the foe they will not fly. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed that one. And the next song I'm going to sing is probably one of my favourite songs ever. I love it. It's from Les Miserables, and I hope I do it justice for you all. But yeah. There was a time when men were kind, when their voices were soft and their words inviting. There was a time when love was blind and the world was a song, and that song was exciting. There was a time when it all went wrong. I dreamed a dream in time gone by, when hope was high and life worth living. I dreamed that love would never die. I prayed that God would be forgiving. Then I was young and unafraid, and
so much. Yeah, that's just a song close to my heart that I hope you enjoy. The next song I'm going to sing is an old classic, I think. Hope I have my set list right. I'll surprise you anyway.
Strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. I heard he had a new song. I heard he had a style, and so I came to see him and listen for a while. And there he was, this young boy, stranger to my eyes, strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. I prayed that he would finish, embarrassed by the style. I heard he found my letters and read each word aloud. I prayed that he would finish, but he just kept right on, strumming my pain with his fingers one time, singing my life with his word two times, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. Whoa, whoa, ha, 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 ha. Fa la 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 la. Whoa, ha, whoa, strumming my pain, hey, yeah, yeah, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song.
Hope you enjoyed that classic, everyone. funnily enough, I'm going to sing an Eva Cassidy song. I'm sorry, Barbara. I hope I don't murder it on you, because Barbara was so amazing at Eva Cassidy. So this is another favourite of mine that I love to sing, and just coincidence that Barbara was here. So hope you enjoy it.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. No need for greed or hunger, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. Imagine no possessions. It's easy if you try. Nothing to kill or die for. A brotherhood of men. Imagine all the people living a life in peace. You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one.
Thanks a lot. It's my second last song now. Hope I didn't bore you to death. The next song I'm going to sing is my own. It's called Gone, and all proceeds are being donated to charities. It's streaming on all platforms, and I hope you enjoy it. Even if one person enjoys it, I'll be happy.
Standing by your grave alone, with nothing but myself to hold, to carry me this world alone, no one there to bring you home. Carers in their mass to ease you on. My love, how'd you call my name? I'd wipe your tears away if only you could stay. My love, please hold on for me. Who'll dry my tears? You're not here. Words I never find to speak what you've left behind. All I do at night is see your face, 'cause they now cannot erase the happiness that you did grace in all of our lives. Oh, my love, I heard you call my name. I'd put my tears away. I beg for you to stay. My love, please hold on for me. Don't leave me now. Take care of me somehow. Not all hope is gone, my love. My love, life has gone.
Thanks, hope you enjoyed that. For my last song, I have a guest, Mr. Stephen Leeson.
Ciara Rose, you're putting a lot of pressure on me. That was a fantastic song. That's the first time I heard it. It was
Thanks,
absolutely
Stephen.
brilliant. An absolute
Thank you
credit
so
to you. But also, yeah, thanks for putting pressure on me, because I'm going to back you singing a song that I've heard for the first time in my life yesterday.
Thanks, Stephen, and thanks to everyone here and the crew and stuff. It's just been an amazing day, especially Asha and Stephen and Paul. Everyone, thank you so much. So,
Thanks, Ciara. Here we go.
so this one is an old Irish song, and it's mad because not everybody knows it. Stephen, you didn't know it, did you? No, I suppose because I'm hanging around with the 1916. I suppose all these songs they associated with it. So, but yeah, it's a beautiful song. So I hope you enjoy it.
And all beside a vigil keep, the West asleep, the West asleep, and lass and well bear and weep. When Connacht lies in slumber deep, her lake and plains, my fair and free, mid rocks their garden chivalry. Sing, oh, let man learn liberty from crashing wind and lashing seas. The chainless wave and lovely land, freedom, nationhood demand. Be sure the great God never planned through slumbering slaves a home so grand and long and brave. triumph dashed each connacht clan, and fleet is jar the Normans ran through Corshliav Pass and Adrahan, and later times our deeds as brave with glory God's Flamricards grave. Sing, oh, they died their land to save, had a broad slopes and Shannon's ways. And if when all the vigil keep, the West asleep, the West asleep, alas, and where may Erin be when Connacht lies in slumber deep? But hark, a voice like thunder speak, the West awake, the West awake. Sing, oh, all let England quake. We watch till death for Erin's sake.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Stephen and all the crew and Asha. Thank you so much.
Ciara Rose, thank you very much. I'm glad to be part of your first Facebook Live show as well. Thank you again to Barbara Galvin on earlier. By the way, folks, don't forget to tune in next week, same time, same place at 7 p.m. We have a special guest, a very good friend of mine. His name is Daniel Murphy. So see you then. Thank you. Good night.